Hope you enjoyed it.
We'll see you
like,
next.
like and subscribe.
My new co-host over here. All right, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the Local Bizcast. And I am your host, Dr. Pete. You guys probably know that already. Sitting right next to me over here, Chuck Trotier. Got it, baby. That's what I was hoping for. Of Crest Cedars. You guys probably have no idea what that is. So I'm really excited. But, cliffhanger, hold on just 1 second because we've got some business to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a little while. We took a little break for Labor Day, but we're back. And you know what it means when I'm back? I'm going to ask you guys for something. I'm asking you to help me out, grow this channel, help more business owners, entrepreneurs, influencers, whatever it may be, grow their businesses. And the only way to do that and expand the Local Bizcast is by asking you to like and subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Anywhere you are enjoying this, please just hit like and subscribe. I'll take all of your comments also. I want it all. I want to help more people. If you want to get on the podcast, come and find me. I'm the loudest man on earth, but I'm easily findable. Findable?
I think it's fine.
The 4 tequilas I had right before this doesn't help. You can find me on social at Instagram and TikTok at the Dr. Pete, on Facebook because I am old, at Peter Wool, or at the Spine and Health Centers of New Jersey. My email is drpete@shcnj.com. That is it. I am done. Chuck Trotier. Got it twice.
Nailed it.
Pinecrest Cedars. Please tell me what Pinecrest Cedars is, because I have no idea that there's something sitting right here.
All right, so Pinecrest Cedars, I hand make cedar planter boxes for people, which helps bring nature to their outdoor spaces. So perfect addition for a patio, a deck, an entryway, put by your garage doors. What it does is it brings, like I said, nature, flowers, plants, vegetables to your spaces so you can enjoy it, make it look pretty, make it look inviting, and really, really jazz up the outdoor space.
We ready to show, or we want to hold it off a little bit? A little cliffhanger?
No.
You're
the boss.
No, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Here, Jamie, camera 3.
Take a look at that, baby, right there. Channel 3, exactly. Camera number 3, right on that thing. This is awesome. I mean, you can't. Let's see if we can see the little burn mark right over here. Look at that. How cool is that?
So we burn the logo in. This is.
That is amazing over there.
So this is a tabletop planter, perfect for your island in your kitchen, perfect for a window box, perfect for herbs or plants, something to bring, like I said, nature inside and really enhance that kitchen area, your dining room, wherever you could stick that in the window. So
that is very, very cool. These things come in obviously a million different sizes, or is it to spec? Like how do you work this thing?
So I have a small gallery of photos up on Instagram, some pretty common sizes, but I can make pretty much any size anyone needs. So I've made them big, I've made them small, I've made them in the middle. So whatever anyone needs, I can make.
All right, man. We all want to know. God, where did you get this idea? How did this start?
So this is a great story. So earlier this year, say February time, I needed a planter. I wanted to buy a planter box for my deck. I wanted to create a little vegetable garden. Me and the kids could mess around in. And I went online, big box store.
Yeah.
$400 or $500.
Woo.
And I was like, there's no way, $400 or $500. So I kept looking for them. I couldn't find anything reasonably priced. Right. So now it's in my algorithm. Right. Now I'm on Instagram.
Oh,
I'm
you're
on
getting
Facebook,
pounded by it all over the place.
Pounded
right?
every ad there is. And then this one guy's Instagram page kept showing up. He's Woodworks LA. He's out in Los Angeles, and he makes these things. And he created a little side business, makes these things, delivers them to people, and he gives you the exact tools you need, the materials you need, the cuts you need, and everything. So after watching his videos for probably about 2 weeks, I was like, you know what? I could do this.
I could do this.
I have no woodworking background.
No, come on, man. You were like Mr. Handyman in
No.
technology shop class or something like that. You made the fastest car or the best candy ball machine or something like that.
No, my car and the Pinecrest Derby, the wheels fell off. So no.
Wait a second. What school? Where'd you grow up?
Grew up in Waldwick.
Oh, all the way in Waldwick.
I don't go far.
There
I don't go far.
All right.
got married, and we live in Woodcliff Lake. My wife grew up in Washington Township, so neither of us went too far.
Got it.
2 kids. I have a daughter that's in 7th grade and a son that's in 4th grade.
Absolutely amazing.
So it's this is the perfect life, right?
I mean, I think so. I mean, what were you doing? You're talking about February. You started searching this.
So this is February that I start doing this, and so finally, maybe like beginning of March, I'm like, I could do this. I could build this. I have all the tools. All I gotta do is get the wood.
Okay.
So I go out. I find where to buy the wood. It's like Saturday afternoon. It's a nice day out. I'm in my driveway. I'm literally have a big radial arm chop saw on the ground in my driveway as I'm on my hands and knees sawing this stuff.
Yeah.
My one neighbor walks by. He's like, "What are you doing now?" He's like, "You are crazy."
I love that.
So I explained it to him, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll be back, and let me know how it goes out." It took me 4 hours.
Okay.
To create this thing.
First one.
First
4
one,
hours.
4 hours. I messed it up, had to take it apart,
Right.
do everything. 4 hours.
I mean, I could do that with IKEA stuff that's already built for me, and all you have to do is follow the instructions, and then you realize you put this one on. I screw the whole thing.
So 4 hours later, and what I didn't realize is the plan was to make 2 planters. So I didn't need 2. I only needed 1.
Got it.
So I put one up on my deck, and the other one sits in my driveway. After like about 2 weeks, my wife's like, "What are you doing with this planter? Get rid of it. It's in the driveway."
Is it this size or bigger?
No, it's bigger.
Oh, that's a big one.
It's
like
a
the
big
one.
outdoor.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So I'm sitting there. I'm like, nobody's gonna buy this thing. I'm like trying to find if like my mother-in-law needs it, my brother.
Right.
Nobody.
Now
wants
you're trying to give it away.
Nobody wants it. We go on vacation, and I'm like, man, that guy online is selling the heck out of these things.
Right.
Why can't I do that? So I'm like, you know what? When I come home, I'm putting it online. I
Marketplace?
put it online.
Facebook Market. What are we talking about?
Facebook Marketplace.
Facebook Market.
Which is incredible. It's you can buy anything.
I'm currently looking for a used chiropractic table online. I'm going to find it.
You want used underwear? You can probably find it. Not that I look for it, but you could probably find it.
He said that, not me, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to make sure you guys understand the difference in the voice.
He's the loud one.
That's true.
So I put it on Facebook Marketplace, and within minutes, I have, is this available? Is this available? Is this available? So finally, someone decides to come and get it.
Freaking light bulb.
And it goes. And I'm like, wait a second. I have a second one on my deck. I haven't even planted it yet. So I put that one up, start answering these messages, sell that one. And now I'm like, all right, well, I don't have a planter anymore. I need to go make it. Gotta go make it.
But of course you have to make 2 because that's what you did the first time.
Made 2 more.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me just put them online, and I sell them. It didn't really hit me that this was a viable business until I posted one, and one of my buddies text messaged me a screenshot of it. He's like, "Is this you?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" He's like, "I need one." And I'm like, "Okay." I said, "I have one. I have it."
Yeah.
He's like, "I'll buy it from you." I'm like, "Dude, you're my best
boy.
friend.
Got it.
I cannot sell this to you." So he brought over a case of beer for me, and I was like, "You know what? This is going to be my beer money.
This is beer money.
This is beer money. This is my
hustle.
spending money. This is like just mess around."
Yeah.
So I turned it into a side hustle. Now, I kept building them one off and putting them online and selling them, and I wasn't taking it serious. I was like, this is just a hobby. I'm just doing it on the side. And
remember, you have a 7th grader and a 4th grader that you got to deal with, right? So all we have is time.
Yeah, exactly, and a full-time job.
Right. Oh yeah. Well, we have to talk about that too.
So I'm like, I'm not really taking it serious. I'm building them as needed when I can, and my wife is like all in on it. She's like, this is something that you could do. And
do you remember how pissed she was just a couple of weeks ago? She goes, "What the hell are you gonna do with that planter on my driveway? I want it out of here now." And now she's like,
yeah, and
she's
you
your
know
business
what?
manager.
And she's the first person to tell me when I think of something that's dumb.
Yeah.
You know, she's like, "That's a dumb idea. What are you doing?" So she's all in, and I'm like, "All right," like she's into it.
Yeah.
All right. So I start building these things, and it's my birthday's coming around, and she's like super excited. She's like, "I got you the best birthday gift you could ever imagine." And I'm not really a big gift guy. I'm like, "Yeah, okay, whatever, no big deal." So it's about a week before my birthday, and I have probably about like 5 or 6 orders that I'm making. She comes in the garage. She's like, "Your birthday present came." And I'm like, "All right, well, give it to me next week." She's like, No, I have to give it to you right now.
Right now.
So I'm like, all right. So I open it up, and it's the brand for the branding iron to burn onto the planters.
Girl, I got the chills. Can you see that on it? You want me to close up over there?
When I tell you, unbelievable gift.
That's
right?
an
I have so many T-shirts.
So wait, did you have a logo yet, or she made up that logo to get that brand?
So she made up the logo. So in the meantime,
I'm sorry, what's her name?
Lisa.
Lisa. I'm kicking him off the podcast halfway through.
You need to
Get
have her
on
on.
him. Why would we have another chair here? I didn't need to put this or Lisa. Come on. I mean, both. We would have had both over here. So,
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
So in the meantime, before, I guess since she ordered it, she's like throwing names out to me. She's like, you should call it Pinecrest Cedars. And I didn't want like Chuck Cedar boxes.
Right.
And I was like,
Chuck
all right.
Cedar, guys.
I was
Got
like,
right
all right,
to it, man.
Pinecrest Cedars. And then she like the next day, she shows me a logo. And I'm like,
I'm not gonna lie. When I first got your questionnaire over here, I'm like, Pinecrest Cedars, was that like an old age home? Something like that. I was like,
very well could be.
Right.
Maybe one day there will be.
There we go.
So the name comes from Pinecrest is the street we live on.
Of course.
And then Cedars is, it's all Cedar planter
It's all
boxes,
Cedars.
So
Oh my God, Lisa.
she did amazing.
Holy cow.
So now
Oh my God, this is brilliant.
she's all in, right? And I'm like, okay, she's taking this serious. I should probably start taking this serious. And I'm busy. I'm to the point where every night I need to
gotta
be
be
in
working
there.
on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the weekends, all day Saturday, I designated to go out and build these things. So my brother-in-law, who's actually owns a local business here in Park Ridge, Donato Financial. If anyone's looking for financial help.
No, he's got to get him on the podcast first. Man.
I'll get him on. I'll get him on.
Yeah.
But he's big into doing social media for his company, and he's
Right.
like, you got to have a social media presence.
Definitely,
And
yeah.
I'm like, well, I have an Instagram. I don't know anything about it. So I post a couple things, and I'm like, I took him down. I was like, this is terrible. This looks like
Stop
crap.
it. Stop it. You're not doing it right.
So I reached out to my next door neighbor who was on the podcast, Brian from Dicey Spicy. He does a great job
Shout out.
on his social media. And I'm
Dude,
like,
I just saw him post. He got what is it? No, not Chick-fil-A. He got a sandwich from somewhere and put his Dicey Spicy on it.
It's
I'm like,
amazing.
It was amazing, dude. Great job with you as well over there. So, but
And-
I digress. My apologies.
No, that's right. So he's telling me how to make reels and all this stuff, and I'm like, all right, let me try it out. So that's been probably one of the most exciting things for me is like trying to figure
it
out
fun?
these social media stuff. I have a sales background and marketing background, so it's all about marketing it and selling it to the people. So that's been exciting for me.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah, it's
I can only imagine. Like when you even talking? February was the idea. March we got started. Like what are you talking about? It's September, man.
right. So now we're in like the beginning of June, and I'm super busy. I'm just cranking these things out, and I'm asking everyone I sell it to. I'm like, do me a favor, when you plant it, just send me a picture of it. I want to see what it looks like. And then I have one customer. She's big on TikTok, and she's posting me on there. People are asking her questions. She did a video specifically for me on where to get it, which is awesome. It's so cool to see something that I sat and built
Yes.
out there and people enjoying it.
Absolutely.
It's a cedar planter box. It's not. It's nothing crazy.
You do not have to invent something. You just have to do it better, do it cleaner, do it easier, do it something. That's what you've done.
So my whole thing is my slogan. My slogan is perfectly imperfect. Right? They're never going to be perfect.
Yeah.
Maybe one's a little bit off, but
Sure.
but it's all homemade.
What's
Did I just
going
break
on?
something?
That was you?
I did.
I don't know who Amanda is, but you can't pair your phone with my TV in the middle of a podcast.
Amanda wants to get on.
Do you remember? Amanda, you can come on the podcast. Do you remember like when you were just slightly nervous about a minute ago?
Yeah.
Are you still nervous at all?
No,
I mean, Amanda doesn't seem to be too nervous at all over here. So
She might need the pass.
I know we want to cancel that out. I don't know how to get. I have nothing to do with that. Look, it's not even showing up on my.
Yeah,
stuff.
I don't know, Amanda.
All right.
Well,
I'm sorry.
shout
man.
out to Amanda.
You get an extra couple of minutes only because we had to deal with this. Oh, there we go. It's gone.
there you go. Thanks,
Is it?
Amanda.
Thank you.
She listened. So I'm super busy with these things. I have my branding going on.
Love it.
I'm doing some social media posts and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, end of June comes and it's like it's no longer planter season. So now it slows down, and I'm just like, all right, well, that was fun.
Fun while it lasted.
It was fun.
It was a side hustle. You still had that in the back of your head.
Made a couple bucks, and I
Beer money.
still enjoyed it. Right, beer money. Still enjoyed being able to do it, and I'm out there tinkering around, and I'm like, let me just post on Facebook Marketplace, and boom, definitely not as busy as it was, but people are still rolling in. One guy 2 weeks ago reached out. He needed three of them, three big planter boxes. Made it for him. He picked them up. He just sent me a picture. I just posted it on my Instagram page 2 or 3 days ago. So it's great to see how people are enjoying it, how they're planting them, where they're putting them.
You're probably getting some creative stuff back. Like, oh, I didn't even think. I mean, you got, what is this? These are mums.
Yeah, they're mums.
Mums, right?
They're
These are
mums.
mums. So, like, You're like, oh, I didn't even think to put that in there.
Well, to me, it was a vegetable garden, right? That's
Right.
that's
Oh,
why
that's
I
right.
wanted to do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And then it was like, hey, man, I can make these little square cube ones and put by your front door. So now you could have mums out by your front door, and
Sure.
when the season changes, you can put Christmas trees
That's
or
right now. Is
or
this
holly
the thing? Yeah,
bushes.
there's always this season.
Well, that's the thing, right?
And then you were saying you could put this inside.
That one you could put inside, right? That's for you could put herbs in there. You could put basil, oregano, rosemary, whatever you want in there, and pick it as you're cooking. I don't know if you guys are cooks in your family.
Oh my God, such foodies, man. Are you
There you
kidding me?
go.
Absolutely. Ah,
There you go. So that's how it really came about. Again, I didn't really start taking it serious till like end of May, beginning of June. I just wanted enough money to buy some beer and get some hats made.
merch, baby.
That's all I wanted, right?
You wanted to get a company finally that you can actually have merch for.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
it, yeah.
That's what it came down to.
That's the whole Spine and Health Center. Same thing.
I mean,
don't worry about anything else I do, but I finally have a company with merch.
It's not to the point where it'll ever pay my mortgage, but like I said,
hold on one second.
It'll put.
See, you shouldn't say that, right?
Yet,
So right
yet,
now, what are we doing?
yet,
Local?
Yet.
We're local. You're local.
So all local.
Because you're talking about the season change and getting cold up here. By the way, obviously the mums are perfect and the Christmas trees is perfect. But yeah, guess what? There's no seasons in Florida. This thing is going all year round.
Well, right, or the guy out in L.A. He's still pumping them out.
There you
right?
go.
So I'm just trying to figure out how I could continue doing this throughout the winter. That's where I came up with this small tabletop planter for your kitchen. Addressing a need. We had a small little one that got beat up and I was like, it'd be pretty cool if I built one.
Yeah.
So I built one for our kitchen, and I was like, that worked out.
Cool
I
is
kept
the
building
fact
them.
that I'm just so in awe right now and impressed. Like you just start with this little thing and the ideas keep on going. I mean, it's just unlimited what you're able to do with this right now.
I search the internet, search Facebook Marketplace, see what other products are out there. A bunch of my buddies, my brother-in-law, are like, "Hey, what about this? What about this? What about
Everybody's giving you
Halloween
the next
stuff?"
best idea.
And
Yeah,
I'm just
right,
like,
right.
Hey, I'm willing to try anything. I want to be creative with this. I think that with COVID, a couple of years ago, everyone got very okay with being complacent, right? Just kind of just hanging around and
For better or for worse?
yeah, and I'm just like, I'm tired of it. I read something that said that as human beings, we're naturally need to be creating. When we don't create, it leaves a void inside of us. So it's like you constantly want to be creating, and I'm like, this is my creation.
This
This is how I'm going to be creative today.
Okay, so you've got a sales background though.
Yeah.
Are you a creative person from back? Like I mean.
I was in medical device sales. I'm in pharmaceutical sales now. So I always needed to be creative to get in front of the doctors. Listen, their time's precious.
We're pains in the ass.
I know. Listen, I see the waiting room. I see the patients in there. I understand the stresses of it. So I always had to be creative on how to get in front of my customers. So,
Yeah.
do it, ethically.
Sure.
Do it,
Doing
so,
it the right way.
I want
some type of integrity, right?
and I always wanted to be a resource. I didn't want to be like, oh, Chuck's here.
Right, burden boy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
But he has swag.
yeah, now I got swag.
He's got pens and donuts. Yay!
Yeah, exactly. I'll bring you lunch. so that's kind of where it's at. That's kind of what I do, and I'm enjoying it. I love it. So if anyone needs a cedar planter out there, needs any ideas.
Look at that. That's the little guy right there.
That's the tabletop. I can make them as big as you want or as small as you want. The biggest one I made was 72 inches long, so 6 feet long by 2 feet wide, and it was about 36 inches tall.
That's a vegetable one, right?
That is
What'd they put in that
actually
one?
no. So that's actually in front of a store in Nanuet, a tanning salon.
Commercial applications. You don't stop.
Right. So you can put it in front of your store. I don't know if have you ever so dining outside is obviously huge, right? Especially now. Not so much
weather.
in the winter.
Midst of December, they had those enclosed. Remember COVID for everything.
Yeah.
So heated, whatever. But go ahead.
Walk down the street in Ridgewood, walk down the street in Westwood, probably up here in Montvale as well. Every outdoor dining space is defined by a planter, plants, whatever it is.
Something.
So I drove past a restaurant today in Westwood. There were 11 planters outside, and I was just like, man, that's I never would have noticed it.
Now you notice it.
Now I notice it, and I'm
So
like,
my
that could have
question
been
is-
me.
Well, it still could be you because there's the restaurant next door that doesn't have the planters. Do you walk inside there and be like, hey, Are you interested in those planters that are over there?
Yeah. So
What's the move there?
So I think right. So that's what I'm trying to figure out is what's the move. I know where I want to be. Right, is to be building those planters for those places. So I think it's create like a marketing campaign to go out and really, and really show them how beautiful these things are and explain to them how they could really define their outdoor space. People.
I mean, who better than you? I mean, you got the whole sales and marketing background. You've got the artistic talent over here. This is perfect.
From your lips to
Are you looking for a retired chiropractor to come on staff, help out over here?
Hey, I hope to that extent.
But
yes.
I love how I know you can scale this. Let's just say, for example, right now you build a spec. But let's just say you had an extra small, medium, large, extra large, triple extra large. Boom. Now you just make 5,000 cuts of the same thing. And you could streamline that, and you could do 30 boxes at a time, and then you could also train other people how to make these boxes. And now you have a fully operated 10,000 square foot warehouse building these things. I mean, I already see it. I can already picture this.
Listen, I hope one day I can get to that. But you're right. Yes, so it is scalable to an extent. I've looked on Etsy. Shipping is the biggest thing, right?
Right.
So if I could ship nationwide, then the people in Florida in December, they can get their planter boxes, right? Or somewhere in the South. And I'm not restrained to the weather up here.
Yep.
So if I could figure that out, it's a home run.
I mean, that's trial and error. We could talk about that's what we need on the local BizCast, man. Somebody who knows shipping, right? Knows the best way to pull that off. There's going to be a cost to it. How do you minimize the cost? How do you minimize the cost for your customers and yourself?
Right.
This is the business, man.
It's really just being able to scale it down to where I can get it, where I can have a reproducible product and ship it out and trust that whoever it's shipping to can put it together. Or
would you do that like the guy in LA, or are you going to do pre-made, shipped out type of thing? Or
so these small ones I could probably pre-make. The big ones for the garden, I mean, they're just too big. I mean, I can't imagine what shipping would be. It'd be way more expensive than the actual thing.
I love it. There's multiple ideas, man. That is just.
I think nowadays you have to be creative. You have to come up with these multiple ideas and stuff like that. And just to keep yourself going and stay ahead of the game, right?
Absolutely. Pivot, right? You don't even have to stay ahead of the game. Just keep on pivoting when things kind of don't go the right way. So
that's it.
That's what I always say around here all the time, man.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. I am in awe. Accidentally came across the side business.
Can you imagine?
Right over here.
Yeah, I did.
And fun. Like, you love it. Love the tools. I mean, there's not even a lot of tools. Look at what you've done.
Yeah, so it's literally a circular saw, a chop saw, a nail gun, and glue. That's it. So wasn't always comfortable. Like I said, I don't have a woodworking background.
Right.
I'm using stuff that I could literally cut my fingers off with. So
I did that. That's a chainsaw right there. Ooh. Yeah, I know. I'm a chiropractor. I can't lose my fingers.
Right.
I was using that chainsaw forever. Freak accident. But freak accident, you got to be careful.
It only takes one.
Right? You just got to be careful. I love it. So where are you producing these right now? Is it the garage? Are you giving up a garage? Or what's going on?
So I'm in my garage.
Yeah,
my wife hates it.
My father would disown you. Garages are for cars. That's what he says. But I understand.
So we have a 2-car garage in our house. My wife's car is on one side, and everything else on the other side is covered in sawdust.
And her car probably is
covered in sawdust. So I take my little folding table, I put it out in the driveway, and I make all my cuts.
Yeah.
I watch everyone walk by. I live on Pinecrest Drive, so
come and visit, baby.
It's a big circle, and everybody, all the neighbors everybody walks by. Yeah, I can sit outside and talk to 50 people during the day.
And you can't stop bothering him, man. He's got a time crunch. He's got 2 kids, a wife, a real job too. I mean, this is the side hustle.
And that's why it took 4 hours. No, I'm just kidding. Now,
what do you have it down to right now?
So now I can build one big one in just about an hour and 15 minutes.
That's like no time.
I could do 3 in 2 hours because I'm making all the cuts at once.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Like if I could just mentally get ahead of that, I can make all the cuts and then it's just.
Is that the biggest part? Is it the cuts?
Yeah, that's it. And it's it's me. I'm not very mathematic, so I gotta think about it twice. They say measure twice, cut once.
Yeah. And I agree. I think that's very important. So I mean, this is spectacular. I can't even. I gotta keep on showing it, guys. Look at that thing. All right, got it ready for the mums. One more shout out to her over there, the Pine Crest Cedar burn imprint over there.
That's right. That's right. So this would be perfect, like I said before, for your kitchen island, your kitchen countertop, in on a windowsill. Put some flowers on it, make it look nice. Put some herbs in it, and use it for cooking.
I mean, tell me. I always ask everybody, well, all right, what do we need help? What's your ideal customer? But like literally anybody.
Yeah, anybody, So right now, like I said, I think the next step is to go after these corporate businesses.
I love that.
The restaurants for their outdoor seating, business fronts that put a nice planner out front, make it a little bit more inviting for your customers coming in. So I think that's where.
Come on, man. We got to get them out of sales, out of pharma sales over here, medical device. I mean, let's go. Hey, listen, we're old enough. We've been doing it for long enough. Now we should be able to do our passions and whatnot over here. So
yeah. So like I said, I could sit in my garage and build these things 24 hours a day and not one time.
I want to test that. I want to see how long you can go. Like on a break and just be like, all right, let's go. Wake up in the morning, cup of coffee, go. Sandwich, go. Going to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, built 40 of these things.
I would love that. That's like ideal for me,
And you wouldn't get divorced and everything like that?
Well, it'd be a lot of sawdust. My kids probably wouldn't know who I was. Balancing, being a dad, being a husband, and building this stuff and working a full-time job is probably the hardest thing I've had to do.
Of course.
Because I want to go out there and do it, and I'm like, wait a second, but I want to hang out with my kids. They've been in school all day, and they go to bed.
And on the
early.
weekend, you were saying Saturday. So.
Yeah. So but it's a blessing to be busy. We spoke about that earlier.
100%.
It's a blessing to be busy.
100%. All right, so we're gonna bring in this new segment for the local BizCast. I was gonna ask you a couple of questions. Well, the first one was gonna be a little bit tough for you, though, right? So it was more for people who have been a little bit more seasoned. If you have lost everything, in this business, what would you do in the next 90 days to get back to where you are right now?
I think that I would go out, build a whole bunch of planners, and then bring them to businesses, like I said, to their outdoor spaces, and just give them away. Give them away. Get my name out there.
Yeah.
Show people what it looks like.
Take a picture of it, send it to me. I have it on my social. Put it on your, like a video or something like that. Yep.
Yeah. And then once I got a little bit of a following going, that's where I really started hammering them and going after some of the businesses. Constantly posting in all the Facebook groups.
Yeah.
Facebook Marketplace, on Instagram. For the small ones, maybe open up an Etsy store. Ship those out if possible. What I found on Etsy was actually the plans to build them sell more than the actual planters.
Interesting.
And I'm just like, wow, you make one plan and you just keep emailing it out.
It's what they call evergreen.
Yeah.
It never stops. So have we done that yet?
Not yet.
We're thinking about it.
But I'm thinking I have to have the time to sit down and do it.
There you go. And you said you're not the mathematical guy. That's going to be the tough part.
I'm really not. So
he's drawing on napkins with like his line is like, that's supposed to be. He writes in the caption. That's supposed to be straight.
Yeah. Cut a straight line, not the line that you see. But it's creating a plan like that.
Absolutely cool, man. So where are you at right now? Hold on. I have one more question.
Yep.
My question.
Yep.
Is a question that you have to ask. What would you ask my next guest on the local BizCast, whether you know them or not?
Oh, wow. Okay. I think it's important to understand what drives people, right? So what's the driver behind whatever their business is? Is it financial? Is it mental stability? Is it your family that stands behind you? What is it that really drives them to do what they're doing and want to be successful with what they do?
Well, that leads me right into it, ladies and gentlemen, because my next guest who is going to have to answer that question is Dr. Rachel Beer, endocrinologist. She will be on the local BizCast with me next time. You will have to answer what drives you. Doctors might have a little bit different answers than people who make that, or medical device sales, and my software people, and my insurance people, and my contractors. Who knows? Where can people find you? Where is the best place? What's number one?
Instagram.
Instagram. What's your handle on Instagram?
Pinecrest_Cedars on Instagram.
Boom. Where else?
On Facebook, Pinecrest Cedars, and then
that's for us old folk.
On TikTok, Pinecrest Cedars as well.
That's for you young folk.
Yeah, that is true. Instagram's probably the one I pay attention to the most.
Got it. Do you a website or anything like that?
No website.
No website. Welcome to the new age, ladies and gentlemen. No need. Although maybe in the future.
Well, I've only been doing it since February. So.
February. Guys. First off, a little clap in the background over here because congratulations, man. This is such a very cool idea and a very cool thing that has happened to you and your side hustle and everything like that. I'm in awe. I have the chills when I talk about everything that you were talking about and your wife getting the perfect birthday gift. I mean, I love it. Teed up. And then, your daughter and your son can probably help you start building these things. It could be a family affair as well. They're already helping you.
No, I would love for them. But,
Yeah.
If I can get them off their devices.
Yeah. What do they have to sand a little bit? Did you got to sand these?
Sand? I mean, I don't know if I would use a sauce quite yet.
No,
But
no,
they
we're not
can nail
there
it
yet.
together.
Okay, all right. Listen, I don't know. It's up to you. Each their own.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What an absolute spectacular guest. You did freaking awesome. Hopefully you were not nervous, or you were a little bit nervous. Chuck, why do we keep on doing that? Chuck Trotier. Got it right. Third time. Pine Crest Cedars. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, that's a small one. That could be in your house as quickly as what?
Less than a week.
Less than a week.
Less than a week turnaround time.
Mom season, come on, guys. Less than a week? You're going to be ahead of the game if you do it now. Although we did wake up in New Jersey, and it was, 44 degrees this
I
morning?
couldn't believe it.
It was, I like
I
it.
put pants on for the first time.
Pants.
I'm like, now I'm in.
He's not wearing pants right now, ladies
Well,
and gentlemen.
I have
Completely
shorts
naked
on.
under
I have
there.
shorts
No,
on.
he's not wearing anything. It's very uncomfortable. I hate it over here. So, once again, ladies and gentlemen, Chuck Trotier. Got it. Pinecrest Cedars. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Local Bizcast. We'll see you next time again. Again, like, subscribe, and have a great day.
Appreciate it.